First off, most of those items on that report have already been resolved.
GHURA Board Chairman David Sablan is referring to a recent report issued by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development's Departmental Enforcement Center. No mention was made of the report at the GHURA board meeting today, but it is expected to be discussed during an oversight hearing Wednesday called on by Senator Tina Muñoz-Barnes.
Some of them are dating back several years, if not longer. Maybe one of them dates back about 10 years ago. And that has to do with funding allegedly that HUD gave us to build a new office facility.
The DEC report recommends the authority repay back $1.4 million out of $1.7 million GHURA received to construct a new building. Only $300,000 was spent for the building that was never constructed.
So they never really gave it to us for an office facility. It is an accumulation of fundings that have accumulated up to about $2 million. And it's there for use now, specifically for anything related to public housing.
Sablan says if HUD wants the money returned, GHURA would oblige to that request. As for the repayment of nearly $600,000 in legal fees and housing funds paid to GHURA's former legal counsel, who was determined to have violated conflict of interest rules, Sablan says that is between HUD and the former legal counsel.
GHURA has no responsibility thereafter, after Mr. Smith left us.
Along with the repayment, the HUD report also recommended changes to the current board, including replacing commissioners entirely to avoid any future conflicts.
That's rather an interesting recommendation from the DEC. We'll just talk to Mr. Wu about that. I kind of chuckle about that because I didn't see any basis for them to make that kind of a recommendation. Sure, they brought up this issue of possible conflicts of interest, but we've resolved it.
Not only will these issues be discussed with lawmakers, but most likely will be brought up when acting HUD Regional Public Housing Director Edward Moses and Honolulu Field Office Director Jesse Wu come to Guam on Wednesday.
And so that's what we're hoping to discuss with Mr. Wu when we see him tomorrow. And he asked to actually discuss that as well. But we don't find that extraordinary or out of the ordinary because this happens regularly with HUD.
The oversight hearing is scheduled for June 10th at 4 p.m. at the Guam Legislature Public Hearing Room. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Okay, next item, we have a courtesy visit from